Hi guys, what's up? In this video, I'll show you the difference between Samsung Galaxy E7 and Samsung Galaxy A7. Now both this particular handset, as you can see, has a 5.5 inch of display, but look wise, specification wise, there are some drastic changes. First of all, if I show you the E7, it's a lot more curvier over here, but A7, it's very sleek. It's curved but not that much curved, which actually gives A7 a stylish, elegant look. And the most noteworthy feature between the two handsets is that E7 does has a metal body but only limited to its back side only, whereas A7 is a full uni metal body made out of aluminium. So that's a great revolution by Samsung, stepping into the era of metallic handsets. Now both this particular device, as you can see, runs on Android version 4.4.4, that is KitKat. And storage wise, both this particular handset is a 16 gigs model, and it has an external storage capacity of microSD card, supports up to 64 gigs. Now having said that, the implementation is quite same in both these particular handsets. On the right hand side, you will see that where there is an on and off switch button, there is an option to insert the two SIMs. Now both the handset has similar functionalities. The first slot is for a nano SIM 1, and for the second slot you can either use a nano SIM 2 or a micro SD slot. Physically also you cannot distinguish as such, as because the volume rockers are on the left for both the handsets. On the top there is a Qualcomm branding for both, and the noise cancellations also can be found at the top. Similarly at the bottom also, the 3.5mm jack, the power point place, and the speakers are same. And of course at the back, it's a 13 megapixel shooter for both the cameras with LED flash, speakers, the Samsung branding, the duos, mentioning of the duos handsets, and also the home button. As you can see, the home button is there, and obviously the touch capacitive buttons also over here. And once you touch them, both of them highlights. And of course there's a back button and the multitasking button for both the handsets. Now the drastic difference in terms of resolution is that Samsung Galaxy E7 supports a resolution of 720p, whereas the Samsung Galaxy A7 supports 1080p. Both has a Super AMOLED, mind you, but the pixel density for Samsung Galaxy E7 is 267, whereas for A7 it is 401. Now for the most noteworthy feature, let us just go to both the handsets and run the benchmark test using Antutu app. You can see that the one on the right hand side, that is Samsung Galaxy A7, loads much more faster than Samsung Galaxy E7. And obviously the reading, as it suggests, the A7 has a reading of 29,259, whereas the E7 is 19,1606. So it's a lot of difference, a drastic difference, I should tell. And if I go to device info in both the handsets, see it says it runs on Android version 4.4.4, but this has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 chipset, whereas the Samsung Galaxy E7 runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 chipset. Now both the handsets runs on 2 gigs of RAM. So if I go to the RAM portions over here and just see for both the handsets, you will see on Samsung Galaxy E7 0.99 GB is available, or whereas for A7 it's 1.57 gigs available. Now battery wise, for the Samsung Galaxy E7 and A7, both have a non-removable battery, but it's quite tricky. The Samsung Galaxy E7 has a 2950 milliampere, whereas A7 it has a 2600 milliampere. So in battery aspect, E7 scores the more. Now to show you the performance of the respective chipsets along with the 2 gigs of RAM in both the handsets, let us just go ahead and open Asphalt 8 in both the handsets. Okay, let me just switch off the volume for now. Let me just hit play. Okay, now in the playing sections, let me just go ahead and play in Samsung Galaxy A7 at first and give the experience of playing in it. And after that, I'll play a small portion in Samsung Galaxy E7 also and see how it performs. Okay, now as you can see, I'm just playing in the handset in Samsung Galaxy A7 at first, and display wise, what I can say that it's very bright. Nothing special to the eyes, although it's quite hard to speak and play Asphalt 8 at the same time, but nevertheless display wise, A7 of course scores a great deal over here, and of course it has a 5.5 inch of screen and a better chipset and a better processor. So of course I should say that yeah, it will run well. The Asphalt 8 games like Asphalt 8 should run well on Samsung Galaxy A7. But having said that, let me run Asphalt 8 on E7. Okay, now as you can see, I'm playing Asphalt in Samsung Galaxy E7. Graphics wise, not so much changes I can notice to tell you the truth, but yeah, of course I should say in A7 it does give a royal something like, yeah, I've also crashed over here in E7 also similarly, which I have done in A7. But performance wise, graphics wise, regarding games, I should say that not much of a difference. But yeah, of course when you will do multitasking, when you will open a lot of things like browser, you'll hit the browsers and stuff like that, maybe Samsung Galaxy A7 will outperform than E7 because of the presence of a better chipset and a better processor. And of course, end of the day, Samsung Galaxy A7, I have played game for 1 hour, Asphalt 8 continuously. Heating charges doesn't seem to bother me that much of a deal, but yeah, it's end of the day, it depends upon the user. Some may find it too hot, or some may find that it's quite decent because of playing a game like Asphalt 8 for 1 hour in this particular handset. Now the most noteworthy feature for both the handsets is of course the camera. Let us just go ahead and shoot one particular object for both the cameras using the same modes and same light configurations. Now as you can see, it's a very small object that I am placing over here, and apart from that, also one more thing that I'm just putting aside the A7 for now and going ahead with Samsung Galaxy E7 at first, just using tap to focus and just hitting the camera. Okay, now in similar conditions I'll go ahead and bring the Samsung Galaxy A7 and shoot the camera. Okay, again I'm using tap to focus over here and I'm just shooting it. Okay, now let us just open the picture in both the handsets. Remember, it's a low light condition over here where I'm shooting the video, and of course I'm using exactly similar things and similar aspects for both the things. What I'm seeing over here is actually spellbound because the camera quality for Samsung Galaxy E7 obviously outperforms than A7. So that's a strange thing because A7 is considered to be somewhat of a premium handset, and whereas a Samsung Galaxy E7, it's a mid-range, higher mid-range handset. But the camera quality, obviously, for me personally, I should say, the Galaxy E7, as you can also see, has outperformed than A7, strangely enough. Okay, now having performed the back camera, let us just go ahead and shoot a selfie in both the cameras currently. Let me just go ahead and shoot at first with Samsung Galaxy A7. Let me just go ahead and shoot a selfie with Samsung Galaxy E7 also. Again, if I place both the pictures in front of you in similar angles, similar position, similarly handsets, obviously E7 outperforms than A7. Strangely enough, both the handsets have a 5 megapixel shooter at front, but in quality wise, obviously E7 outperforms anyhow. And of course, for both the handsets, as you can see, the double gestures works very properly, and of course ultra saving mode is available in both the handsets, so that's a decent one and that's a plus one, I should say. So end of the day, these are the differences that I can find in Samsung Galaxy A7 and E7. If there are any more points, I feel you guys will be quite over enough, and you can hit it off in the comment section also. And obviously the price wise, if I say in India, the price of Samsung Galaxy E7, it's priced something around 20,900, which is something around 350 to 400 USD, whereas for Samsung Galaxy A7 its price is 30,000, which is somewhere around 500 USD. So these are the basic difference, but being a game lover as myself, I will obviously go with Samsung Galaxy A7 as because it's a trendy handset, it gives you a premium feeling, a metal unibody, and of course, end of the day, who doesn't likes to go for style? It does give you a style statement with A7 because of the much more trendier look than E7, and of course a metal body is a thumbs up. So that's it guys. If you have liked the video, please do give a thumbs up, it does help the channel, and please stay subscribed to my channel if you have not already done it. I'll meet you guys in my very next video very soon. That's it guys, bye for now.